What's up, YouTube? This is the Eben Oracle here. I was just checking in with you guys, coming at you with another video. This one for sure is going to be another one for the series Shots Fired in Tarotland. I had a very disturbing dream last night. This is actually, I believe, the second or third time that angelic guidance has come to me in a dream. And I don't think it's me dreaming of her or my guides showing me something about her. The two other times I've had dreams about her, she's had, they've been very almost sexual type of dreams. So not to sound like nasty, because I don't find her that attractive, honestly, but she's come to me in my dreams in a very sexual way multiple times, and I don't think it's me dreaming of her in that sort of way. I think it's actually her doing some sort of energy harvesting or some sort of succubus activity. I definitely think that angelic guidance, as many other YouTube readers have claimed, is out there casting spells on readers to get rid of their audience or platform, also trying to zap them of their energy, take their creativity and use it for her own purposes. And I guess I want to do a reading on this to see if I can pull the energy down to see exactly what's what. If it was directly angelic guidance doing some sort of spell work towards me, or if this is just in general her MO of, you know, reaching out her feelers in her spiritual feelers to tap people's creative energy to bring it back for herself and the entity that she's working with, or the entity that inhabits her empty vessel. But either way, I'm going to start drawing cards on this and see where this reading takes me. Hope you guys are having a good week out there. I know it's only Thursday, but I love Thursday. I go work at the psychic shop today. Go get to do a lot of readings live in front of people, live and in person. I've actually started at my psychic shop, rather than just only reading cards or using divination tools, I actually started channeling spirits of deceased loved ones for my clients. I was trying to stay away from that because it can be kind of a scary prospect, at least for the way that I channel, because the spirit that I'm trying to have communicate for somebody actually comes into me, and I literally will start talking to somebody. Then when I start channeling the energy or spirit of their passed over loved one, I'll get like really hot, I'll start sweating, and then I'll literally, by the time my timer goes off to let me know that the session is ended, I won't have any recollection of what I was saying, but then the client will be like very unnerved or frightened, or, you know, I guess I can pull out some really detailed information when I get in that state of channeling. Too bad I can't actually see what it is like for myself, since I don't really have any remembrance when it happens. But I was trying to stay away from that for a long time because it really drains my energy big time. So now I have a thing at my shop. I'll only do it for people that I feel it's worthy of doing it for. I don't do it as people who want to be entertained or ask silly questions. It's like when somebody's husband just died, or mom just died, or, you know, something of importance like that, and they really need the comfort of the communication of their loved one that's transitioned, then I'll do it. But for the most part, I try to not do it as much. But it seems like more and more people lately have been kind of asking me to do that for them. And the other mediums I work with have been telling me for a while now not to use cards anymore, just to basically channel messages and communicate with spirits, which I am capable of. It just, I feel like the cards are a nice visual representation. I get that that works well of showing the current or the client exactly what the information is, but in a visual way. Anyways, let me get down to this reading. Enough about me yakking over here. Today I'm using some copal to kind of clear the energy out. All right, Queen of Cups. You know, I definitely get the sense, I don't know what sign angelic guidance is, but I get the sense that she, you know, for sure tries to portray herself as this, you know, Queen of Cups character, this loving, nurturing, kind, mothery type energy. But I'm not sure if she is really the Queen of Cups or if that's just her ploy. You can see in this card, it shows a bunch of octopus tentacles coming off the Queen of Cups. To me, it's almost like she could use that personality or facade, a mask that she wears, as a way of presenting herself in a kind way to get people to open up to her so that then she can feed off their emotions. And those tentacles, to me, they almost look like... you know, like if you had energetic cords or spiritual feelers, like what I was talking about, where she uses her tentacles to reach out to multiple people to actually fill her own cup up. All right, Page of Pentacles. All right, the Page of Pentacles, obviously that's that messenger of money, but immature messenger of money. I almost feel like, in a sense, that is, not only are pentacles money, but it's resources. And energy is a resource, time is a resource. But I feel like angelic guidance possibly has been getting a message from the entity that she is attached to, or that she harvests energy to share with, in order to get the entity to work with her and help build her channel and career. I think that entity is giving her a message that the offers that she's giving him, or it, is immature. It's not enough for what she's asking for. So I feel like maybe that's why she's reaching out more and more to harvest energy from different sources to bring it back to her entity. All right. King of Swords in reverse. So obviously this entity that she works with is not a very nice entity. It's probably pissed the fuck off. It's, you know, the King of Swords upright, you know, that's strong, confident, fair, authoritative. But in reverse, the King of Cups, I mean, the King of Swords in reverse is like a total asshole. This is like, you know, borderline on evilness in a sense. So I think that this entity has been getting on her ass, basically, about her not bringing enough energy to it. Yeah, definitely Seven of Wands. She almost feels like she has to now fight off attacks from her own entities. I think she has to also fight off attacks from the other people in her coven. I think she's fighting off attacks from other readers on YouTube that are tired of her harvesting their energy, or making false claims, being a fraud, all that type of stuff. So she definitely feels like she's in that Seven of Wands energy, where she's just fighting conflict off from basically every different direction, which makes a lot of sense when you are doing the type of behaviors that she's doing and it goes wrong. All right, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel like even though she's reaching out hard to try to get this resource or energy and also money for herself in the situation, there's no new start in resources here. I feel like her, she's kind of losing strength in a sense. The entity is not helping her as much anymore because it's pissed off, about to cut her off with that King of Swords in reverse for not bringing enough energy to it. And then on top of that, people on YouTube are getting wise to her tricks, and they're not watching her channel as much. And that makes it more difficult to get energy from people. And then also the other spiritual practitioners on YouTube are probably defending themselves or putting up protection spells, reversal spells, return to sender, all that kind of good stuff, clearing their energy. And I feel like that's probably really affecting the amount of resource she has. All right. King of Pentacles in reverse. All right, so I think that definitely kind of says it all right there. I believe that a lot of times, even though she tries to portray herself as this Queen of Cups type energy, she's definitely puts off a more masculine vibe, in my opinion. And I think it has to do with, you know, with her being a little bit controlling and authoritative, but behind the scenes. I guarantee you, if you talk to people she's been in relationships with or close friends, she's probably fairly controlling and tries to control situations with dangling the carrot and stick over people with resources, time, money, things of value. The other thing I'm noticing here is on this particular card, even though it's kind of a cartoon drawing, it has similar facial features to her. She does have like a weird, almost demonic, alien type of facial structure or bone structure. So it's kind of odd that a weird cartoon drawing on a card would look similar to her. All right, next, the Chariot. So she's definitely trying to, I believe she's getting to the point where she's trying to get away or move away from this particular entity that she has some sort of deal going on with, because this entity is probably getting more aggressive with her and really trying to lay down the law with her. She's trying to find a way of escape the contract that she's made with this entity. I also see that possibly when certain things start coming to light about what she has been doing behind the scenes with her coven, and possibly her coven is also maybe getting pissed off at her and having some sort of infighting or conflict going on with that Seven of Wands, that she might be trying to get away from them. You know, she's always talking about going on trips to get away from people who are trying to do harm to her. I honestly think that's a front. I think really she's always trying to get away from the people that have basically caught on to her game, and she's trying to escape what they would have to say or bring justice to her in a sense. But all right, Page of Cups in reverse. All right, a lot of reversal cards coming out today. Page of Cups in reverse. So that's that like immature offer of emotion. It's also, you know, a lot of times can be considered a pregnancy card or fertility, you know, like the fertility or pregnancy of ideas. I feel like she's really running out of ideas here. You can see the mermaid has a blindfold on it in the reverse here. So I think she's literally running out of ideas. She doesn't have any more fertility, no more creativity to put in her channel. That's why she's coming out with all these silly little channeled messages that she just makes up off the top of her head and basically uses those messages to be a way of harvesting energy. I'm gonna, you know what, let me pull out of one more deck here. I want to pull also cards out on her to see what possible entity she might be working under, or spirit that she might be working under in order to boost up her abilities as a spiritual practitioner. All right, Five of Swords. So obviously Five of Swords, I think she's feeling defeated in this situation. I think with everything coming to light on YouTube, things coming to light with her own people in her own collective, people that used to back her, and things coming to light with her actual spirits that she's working with, or entities, the principality that she's working with. She's definitely feeling like she's basically coming apart at the seams from all the conflict, and she's definitely feeling defeated in the situation. I feel also maybe with that Chariot card means that she might actually, if any sort of criminal acts end up being found, that she's been doing some sort of fraudulent activity behind the scenes, that she might actually go on the run because she might realize that there's no way of explaining away things that she's possibly been doing behind the scenes. I've been getting a very like kind of fraud type vibe coming up. All right, Six of Wands. All right, I think to me a lot of times the Six of Wands, it can be that card of victory, but it also can be that card of narcissistic supply or narcissistic praise. You know, being that one on top of the horse like it's usually portrayed, with everyone around you giving you praise. I feel like she feels defeated because she's losing a lot of her narcissistic supply off of YouTube. I think the word's getting out of who she truly is. I think people are seeing through her mask, her portraying herself as this amazing, great person all the time and playing the victim. It's like she does classic covert narcissist type of things. I mean, obviously all that plastic surgery and, you know, all this showing off of trips and everything else. She always has to portray her life like it's just so amazing, even though I guarantee you behind the scenes, it's nothing of the sort. It actually is probably a bit scary. All right. King of Cups in the upright. Well, I think that possibly, since she tries to portray herself as this Queen of Cups, I think, well, I can read this as two ways here. I'm kind of getting two things. I feel like maybe somebody from the past, like her counterpart, might be surfacing up in the near future to actually expose some of the practices that she does and kind of put her on blast. That, or she might actually be bringing forth some sort of faux counterpart in order to make an excuse of why she's leaving YouTube to, you know, pursue her dreams of being in a relationship and marriage, to go move away with the Chariot card to somebody else, with somebody else far away, so she can kind of, in a sense, escape having to deal with the fallout or consequences of all this nonsense and fuckery that she's been, you know, causing. All right, Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, she's definitely been putting in the work, I believe, on trying to find a good exit strategy off of YouTube to move into doing something else where she can kind of get a little bit of the, let the heat die down, if you will. I think the only thing that actually kind of stops her from doing that, moving forward with the Chariot, is the narcissistic praise that she gets from being on YouTube. She gets the attention, she gets to be in the limelight, if you will, and you know, it's for a covert narcissist, that's very difficult to try to get away from. You know, they kind of really need that supply, especially when her energy supply has been elevated for such a long period of time. She'll probably go through withdrawals if you know, if she had to leave it all behind. But also Eight of Pentacles, I think she's been putting in overtime work for this entity that she's been working with, the King of Swords in reverse, in order to try to bring that resource in for him. And she's probably getting tired, honestly. I think that, you know, she has to keep upping rituals, upping the magic, upping everything that she's doing. And it probably gets exhausting at a point. It probably takes up a big portion of her day and doesn't really allow her to get much rest. Let's see here. I'm going to draw some cards out of my occult tarot deck and see, you know, what type of collective of entities is she working with. Because, you know, to work with just a single entity, that usually rarely happens, because entities or spirits usually work in a collective or a principality. They work in a group, and each one of the individual spirits in the group have particular powers or abilities or needs and wants as well. And maybe if she's working with multiple entities, which I almost guarantee you she is, that her being able to satisfy the needs or wants of all these entities to continue getting the favor that she's been getting is probably difficult to keep up. All right, Beleth. Oh, what do you know? In this in this particular deck, this is the Knight of Cups. All right, well, it says, cause all the love that may be both of men and of women. All right, so definitely she's working with the spirit to perform love spells and also to get people to be interested in her in other ways. Also, in a sense, to get love from the audience, from the viewers. But definitely she's behind the scenes, and I think she probably gets paid by people to do love spells and love work, because she's probably in some circles considered a powerful practitioner because of the energy that she's harvested and the entities she has deals with. But definitely love spells are coming out. Maybe she's actually even Eight of Pentacles, trying to put love spells out to bring this King of Cups in so that she could, you know, get married and run off with them, and in a sense kind of look to her audience like she rode off into the sunset, rather than it being, you know, what it really is, an escape from issues and problems that she's built up through the karma that she's getting from what she's been doing. All right. Phoenix. Like, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, but Queen of Cups. It says, teaches all science, performs wonderful poetry, follows all requests with excellence. All right, so to me, this card is definitely an energy that she works out of. It's matching that Queen of Cups facade that she likes to work with, and it performs wonderful poetry. So to me, that's flowery words, or increases her ability to speak. So that's definitely one of the deals she has with one of the entities she's working with, is to have people basically be glamored by her speech. It's probably a form of glamour spell, a form of a way of boosting up her throat chakra, and making people believe what she is selling, what she is saying. Vepar, guide of the waters, can make storms and rough seas, causes men to die in 3 days of putrefied wounds. All right, well, definitely with that's another card of water there, and it's like all water cups are coming out for these entities. So she must be working a lot with spirits of the water, you know? Maybe Leviathan might be the correct boss entity of these smaller entities she's working with. Leviathan is that, you know, beast of the seas. It's also a very powerful ruler from the infernal realms, and it has legions of demons underneath it, all of which she could have access to if she is bringing back that energy harvest to Big Papa, if you will, and feeds Leviathan the energy that he's asking for, does the rituals that he wants, the sacrifice, because Leviathan is definitely a water-based principality or entity. You know, usually the more powerful spirits in the infernal realms could be considered principalities, because yes, they are a king or prince or duke or whatever their rank is in the infernal realm, but they have legions of demons under them, and some have more legions than others, but that's why they're usually, in my opinion, called a principality, because it's not only that one main boss spirit or king spirit, it's all the legions of entities working under it that work as a collective. All right. Cameo gives understanding of animals and the voice of the waters, answers of things to come. All right, so more water energy. This also happens to be the Fool card in this deck, but anyways, I definitely see that there's just a overwhelming amount. It's just every single one of these entities are water entities, and you know, gives answers of things to come. So when she's giving these channeled messages that are supposedly from the Most High or God or whatever terminology she likes to use. I think that they're coming from her collective or principality of demonic entities that she's working with. And it's obviously, to me, I heavily just get the feeling that it's Leviathan is the main entity or principality that she works under, and is that King of Swords in reverse that will lay waste and destroy her, basically, if she doesn't keep up what her end of the bargain and the deal that she's made. So that's why she's kind of, you know, really had to push things in order to, you know, get things to happen for her. She's you know, she's gotten to the point of diminishing returns where, you know, she's not getting as much back from the entity because she's not able to keep up with these with the vast amounts of energy that she needs to harvest and pull in, and rituals she needs to keep going constantly. I mean, they'll get to a point in time where basically she'll be too exhausted to keep up with all the ritual work, or it'll literally take up so much of her day that she won't be able to do anything else. I think that's why she really wants to kind of find a way to escape or leave this contract that she made. But when she makes deals like that with certain infernal entities, you can be very difficult to escape or get out of, you know, if it's possible at all. Throw some oracles on it. All right, emotional withdrawal. All right, definitely, you know, she will eventually withdraw emotionally from YouTube, even though it gives her that energy or narcissistic praise that she needs. She's going to be so tired of all the people coming at her from every different direction with that Seven of Wands energy that she's just going to have to emotionally withdraw and basically be in that Five of Swords energy of being defeated, you know. Awareness. I think she's aware of this. I think that's the reason why she's been trying to ramp up her energy harvesting and kind of make her videos real short and sweet. They don't really take up too much time in her day because she's aware that she has other responsibilities for her principality that she has to take care of that take up most of her time. So now she does these real quick short videos that anybody can make in their car with their phone. She talks for a couple minutes, makes another video, talks for a couple minutes with these phony channeled messages that she's getting from her you know, her dark collective, the evil spirits she works with, you know, throws them out there and just uses it as a real quick way to harvest energy and cast spells on people on YouTube. Heart chakra. Yeah, I feel like her heart isn't in this anymore. You know, she never, when she made this deal with Leviathan, I don't think she ever realized it would get to the point that it is now. And I think that she's literally feeling disheartened, if you will. You know, she's hoping for a change, hoping for a way out. Sacrifice. All right. Yeah. She's realizing that if she doesn't keep up this level of energy harvesting and spell work for her entity, that she will be sacrificed herself, and she's going to have to keep making her sacrifices and rituals to this entity. If not, then she becomes the sacrificed. Honestly, at this point, after doing this reading, I feel a little bit drained, and I'm even feeling sorry for her in a sense. But, you know, as an empath, when you pick up on somebody's distress or their energies of things going wrong for them, you kind of can't help but feel for that person. And honestly, I think she got in way over her head, maybe didn't know quite to the extent of what she was going to have to do for her 15 minutes of fame, for her narcissistic supply. And Oh well, I mean, I guess that's the way things in life work. Anyways, this is the Eben Oracle. I hope you guys have a great day. Peace out.